All right, everyone. So today's video is going to be about why some people have a boring life and other people have an exciting life. Now, when I was a young kid, I remember just every afternoon, I would think, when is the sun going down? This is so hard, man. The day is so long, right? So, what I didn't understand at the beginning was when I analyze it, it was because of three things that I did all the time, right? But I didn't understand at the time. I remember just wasting the day. I wanted it to just finish, but if I was thinking, I would think, man, maybe I should do something, right? I never did anything. I would just sit there and wanting the day to pass by as quickly as possible. So the first habit that I always had was excuses, excuses, excuse. I remember wanting to start boxing, learn how to box. And it's so funny, I would always find an excuse. Oh, there's going to be new people and then I have to talk with the trainer. I don't want to. Maybe there's a lot of people that I don't like. I have to jump. I have to. I'm out of shape. All of these excuses. And where do I find it? Where is a club, a boxing gym? All these excuses. Also with a job, when I wanted to apply for a job, I would always think, I'm never gonna get a job. It doesn't matter. So there was a pattern, excuses all the time. The second thing that I had was cutting corners, man. I was always, instead of understanding things, right? When we say understanding, that means you have to dig deep, you have to understand, read, rewrite, ask, so on and so forth. It's a process. It might take a month to understand something. And I would just try anything just to not understand. If it was with somebody, I would just say, "What do you think?" All right, good, let's do that. Instead of me trying to dig deep, think deep, understand, and just take my own decisions, I would just follow whoever said whatever, right? So that was another thing. I would not, instead of understanding, I would just try to remember in school instead of understand, because when you try to understand, it's an active form of learning. You have to dig deep inside of things, and it becomes fun. You become absorbed by the books, and it becomes fun. But it just takes a lot of time, right? So that was the other thing. I was just lack of investigation, researching. I would do anything, just superficial learning or superficial decision making, right? So those are the two. And the third one was always saying, if only my friends were better, I would be a better person. If only my dad was a rich person, I would be this. If only my mom was this, if only my siblings was this, if only if I lived in this country, if only I had money, if only I lived in the capital city, if only if I had a bigger family, so on and so forth. You get the idea. All this blaming instead of taking extreme ownership, like Jocko Willing says. Just take. So when I applied these things, I stopped with the excuses. Whenever I had an idea, I would execute. Second of all, uh, I would try to understand things really and just give it my time, give it all the time. Whenever I started something, it wasn't a means to an end anymore. I would just be absorbed by it. And all of a sudden, days and weeks have passed by, and I've learned it, and I've had a lot of fun in the process. And last but not least, I stopped blaming everything, and I started seeing the blessings in my life. And finally, my life made meaning. I was proud of myself. I was happy. I had energy. I just walked with a sense of confidence. There was some calmness in me. There was some kind of peace. Yeah. So these three things, man. Never make excuses and understand. Don't just remember things. And last but not least, never blame anything or anyone. Until next time, see ya.